We are in the Presidio, which was the old Army base that was for many years in San Francisco. All you see is huge concrete walls, and they have huge old wooden structured doors on it, and it's a very well secured facility for what we're using it for now.
When Cristo Casares saw this old gun battery, he knew he had a perfect use for this former Army facility, which he transformed into the Presidio wine bunker. As it turns out, these old munition bunkers are an ideal place to store wine,
because of the constant temperature and the constant humidity that they provide naturally.
For customers like Christopher Santori, the conditions are perfect.
This is the most natural environment. This is the way wineries and caves are in Europe.
The bunkers were built in 1897 to house mortars and shells.
You could still see where the gun placements were, even though the guns are no longer here. So basically, you can still feel the military has been present by just looking at the way that it is right now.
Signs of the bunker's past military life still linger. And because these structures are part of the Presidio National Historic Monument, Cristo has kept them as he found them.
All the bunkers are covered pretty much with about 24 foot of earth on the top of them. Having the earth right on top is what keeps the temperature constantly at the level that they stay.
Because air conditioning isn't needed, there are no vibrations.
The wine is not disturbed. Having that and having the constant temperature and the humidity and the lighting, it's not real bright, so it makes perfect conditions about storing wine at a perfect level.
And Cristo says the Presidio wine bunkers are basically earthquake-proof.
This is a very sound structure. First of all, it has survived the 2 major earthquakes in San Francisco.
All the wine lockers are standalone units because the bunkers are a National Historic Monument and cannot be altered in any way.
So we started out with the smallest space, which is a 4x4 space that you can store up to 25 cases of wine into them. And then they vary from that onto different sizes.
This is where I store my long-term wines.
David Jones is Presidio Wine Bunker's resident wine expert, and he's also got a wine locker.
The beauty of the facility is the fact that beyond the 4 feet of reinforced concrete lie 23 feet of earth. And I do have an air vent here where if you pan up, you can actually discern the depth that we are beneath the surface.
David's also on hand to help clients learn about and enjoy their wines.
Far more bricky color coming out of your 91.
Cheers.
Today, Christopher Santori samples older vintages with Mike McCready.
I like this because I grew up in an Army family, and my dad was stationed here on the Presidio, so the fact that there would be bunkers on this base where I could actually store my wine and come and enjoy afternoons with friends drinking wines. So here goes, and talking about the good old days. I don't think you can match this anywhere.
Of course, you can't leave the bunker empty-handed.
Never have too much.
So Chris grabs a little something from his stash. Meanwhile, Mike's checking out what he's got.
Okay, let's, here's a 2001 Cakebread Cellars Benchland Select.
Cristo's clients seem satisfied with their bottles protected deep inside the bunkers.
It's very unique in itself, and people are very intrigued about it. And once people come out here and they look at the facility, 9 times out of 10, we end up moving in here.
A unique home for wine at the Presidio Wine Bunker.